Kronk and the Bro podcast.
Kronk and the Bro. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in again.
Yeah. So, I have a really cool topic. One that we've done a bunch of these already, but this one is really cool. I definitely want to talk about it. It's incredibly interesting, obviously, as you'll know.
Yeah, hotly debated, too.
Very debated. Mm-hmm. Very debated, but regardless, it's a really cool topic either way. But aliens is going to be today's episode.
I know, and reality versus myth. Like, yep. Are they real or are they fake?
And, of course, there's tons of myths that have been made up. There's tons of stories that people just fabricate and lie about.
So many stories.
And there are people who definitely lie about it, but there are people who, it's crazy because there are people who genuinely are like, I had this experience.
Right. I mean, there are unexplained phenomena.
There are.
Right?
There are, which makes it more interesting. And the thing is, it's like these people come up with these crazy stories, and they always go, well, how does it benefit me making this up? Some of these people are like affluent people who have like these social lives, and then they have these experiences, and it changes them. So who knows what's going on? But
it definitely can be like mind altering experience. There are people who, believe it so fervently that it changes them. I agree with you on that.
Their whole perspective on life changes, and like it's it's really cool regardless. It's a really cool topic, but yeah, I think alien stories, there's tons of them.
Yeah, well, I'm so curious to hear like where you fall on the spectrum. Like, do you think they're real or do you think it's a myth?
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna have a very vanilla answer on this because, because I'm one of the people that like I would love to experience an alien. Like, I'd love to have what these people claim. Never had an alien experience. Mm-hmm. I never knew anybody who had an alien experience. I know there's plenty of people out there who have.
Right.
But my thing is, what I've heard from people who know a lot about space and all that stuff, and I guess from NASA as well, like the nearest place for us where there's like actual livable life is like 300 million light years away or something like that, or 300,000. I don't know if it's 1,000 or million. Either way, it's fucking far. But that's like the nearest place where there could be sustainable life and even like a stable water source.
Right. Yeah.
So if that's true, it's one, if they do exist, even if they did exist, it would be impossible for them to reach us. But there's a million theories too, like that can dispute mine, but at least that one, I have to say that I'm sure they exist somewhere. I still need to see it to believe it, to know. I need to have like an experience or like see something wacky to be like, oh, they're definitely real. Like, and at least they're here on Earth.
Right. I mean, it's possible that they're more technologically advanced, right, than us, and maybe they came up with technology and a ship to get here. I don't know.
There's theories that there's an alien civilization brought human beings here to this planet. Mm-hmm. There's that theory,
right?
Which is crazy. I mean, if other aliens do exist, of course, like things have been around forever. Humans, I don't know how long we've been able to track that we've been around, but I'm sure there's other life forms very, very far away that have been around longer.
It's impossible to not have some sort of form of life there that's outside of just like creatures and animals.
Because there's planets in other places, so there's at least like they found like worms on Mars or whatever, So there's like, if there's other planets and there's other things that physically exist, that's life anyway.
And whatever life is there, they would just adapt to those conditions. Like maybe that living being or that creature doesn't need the same amount of water that we do, or maybe they don't need oxygen to breathe. Like, I don't know. It's like they must be different.
That's why I think but unfortunately, like, of Star Trek, we'll get into Star Trek, and some of my ideas stem from Star Trek. But like, for a bipedal life form that's been here, it's very hard for me to believe that, because I need to see it.
See it to believe it is where you fall.
That's where I fall.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, there are like certain things that are unexplained that I'm not like they are totally real, but I think I fall kind of somewhere in the middle. Like, I believe that forms of life are out there.
Yeah.
That they could be more advanced than us or as advanced as us, and like you said, they just haven't reached us yet.
Yeah.
Or there are certain things like stories I've heard over that span like several centuries. That's just like unexplained phenomenon. That's like, that's interesting. And like outside of what you hear in the movies, obviously, right? Like the facts. Like what are the facts? Like what is the evidence that people are finding, or what are the pictures people are taking? So like there are things in there that give me pause, right? Like, maybe they are. But funny story, my driver's ed teacher believed he was abducted by aliens.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Like I learned more about aliens than I ever learned about driving. Like good thing my dad taught me to drive, because I would know nothing about driving for that.
What did he teach you about aliens?
Well, he believed that him and his ex-wife got abducted by aliens, and that's what made their marriage go bad.
That's fucking legendary. That's awesome. Like, I mean, I hope I'm not bad. Not that the marriage went down the hill. Just at least that they got abducted together.
I know. No, he believed it so like passionately that he got abducted by aliens, and it was one of those like group drivers ed, so like you're in the
other
car
people in the
with
car
like
with
four
you?
Other people.
Yeah.
And every time, like the whole time we're in the car, it was just like, oh yeah, drive around the neighborhood. Now, let me tell you a story about that time my ex-wife and I got abducted by aliens.
Holy shit.
He was nuts. He was totally nuts.
But it's tough because alien stories. There are brilliant people who can explain alien phenomenon, and like they can sell you on it because they know about they can talk about like scientific stuff. But like,
I don't think this guy was that though.
No,
I'm sorry. He's like,
all right, fair enough.
He's like a mediocre driver's ed teacher. Actually, probably more on like the under mediocre side, because he's not even teaching us about driving. Like he's checked out. He's like one of those...
at least he made it entertaining that he's talking about aliens.
Burnt out driver's ed teachers who's so over it that, he's not even imparting a little nugget of wisdom about driving, which is like your job, but cool. But yeah, that always like stuck in my mind. I'm like, this guy, I mean, he's a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and he's not the one who convinced me that, oh, maybe there are aliens out there. It's just from my own like reading about like scientific things or, things that fall from the sky or they find in a field, right? Just like certain really interesting.
Oh, there's a bunch of stuff. So, but yeah. So what was his story that you remember?
So they were on a trip in Texas, of course, like rural Texas somewhere.
It does
doing a road
rural
trip.
Stuff makes sense, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, lots of unexplained things in rural areas, right? And so, they were going for a walk through this like open field, and like like you see in the movies, like a circular beam came down.
He's lying.
And of course, just like the circular ship,
the UFO came
and
hovering.
He said they were abducted by aliens in that field, and they don't know how much time had passed. And of course, and he said they wiped his memory of what happened on the ship, but he remembers hovering
going
up, to the
and then he also remembers waking up.
Well, the next thing he remembered is being back on the ground and the ship going away. That was his story. But he said they wiped his memory from what happened while he was on the ship. Now,
if they had the technology to beam you up with some energy beam Star Trek shit, they would have the technology to wipe your memory. So, but yeah, it's just... Oh, man. Yeah, I don't believe the beam shit.
I don't believe that they wiped his memory. I'm sorry.
And they only wipe your memory of 2 hours.
That's not real. That's not something that science can do, as far as I know, unless you're getting a lobotomy.
Well, no, they could, obviously this is best up mess me to say it. They could roofie you,
Yeah, I okay.
They could do that.
I hadn't considered that. It could have been like a drug-induced kind of blackout.
But he conveniently remembers getting beamed up, but he doesn't remember anything else.
No.
He has flashes of nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, at least make up a good story or something. If this is the story you're telling over and over again, fill in some details there, driver's ed dude. Come on.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, one celebrity, this is on, I think it was on the Rogan's podcast, Dan Aykroyd. Very intelligent guy, very sharp, very smart. Mm-hmm. He's one of these guys. He really believes aliens. He told some really good stories on Joe Rogan's podcast, and those of you who listen to Rogan, he wants to believe in aliens. Mm-hmm. So he was like trying to poke through Dan Aykroyd's stories, and Dan Aykroyd was like XYZ, blah blah blah. And he's a fast talker. He's a salesman.
He had the science to back it up.
Well, yeah, he had logical explanations. He had logical explanations, which is like usually like your story. It's like he just
no logic.
He's out to lunch,
but it's so funny because I wonder if that's why Dan Aykroyd came up with Coneheads on SNL because he's passionate about aliens.
Yeah, he is. He's super passionate about aliens, and his vodka company, which is really cool. I'm like selling his vodka company for him, but
you're selling Dan Aykroyd.
I know.
Right now.
I want people to look it up themselves. The Crystal Skulls. It's a pretty cool topic, and I think it's based. They had the Indiana Jones movie, which I never saw, but yeah, he's like
that's his vodka. It has a crystal skull. That's
it's like triple distilled. It's like he's like I guess it's I don't know. I don't even know what that entails. Triple distilled vodka or something. I'm probably saying that wrong. But yeah, in like the bottles are like crystal skulls. That's pretty cool. I have one. Small
I remember
one.
the bottle. I remember the bottle.
But like he's someone who he's like he explains it, and like I think a lot of times when people see like strange aircraft, I think that's the government and the military having like new technology. I think that's what it is, more so than aliens. Like there's theories that like the government uses alien technology to build shit. Mm-hmm. But to me, it's like if you see a crazy like jet fly and it looks like a weird shape, like it could be just the government doing it. And all this stuff is in the desert, so they can actually fly a while before people can even see it.
Right, and it also could be a foreign jet craft, right? Like maybe it's unrecognizable. Like if we're in America, we're looking up and that looks odd, but it could just be an aircraft from a different country that's unrecognizable, right? Maybe,
yeah.
I mean, these like triangular shaped, or maybe they're just seeing it as a triangle. I mean, there's lots of different reasons they could see something that's unrecognizable, right?
There's technology that's developed. I mean, think about VR and, all that stuff. If they can project things off of an aircraft or a ship, they can make it look very weird to someone who's miles below or a mile below looking up at it. Like, so I feel like a lot of the UFO sightings and all that, I think it's more military aircraft. Again, I'd have to see it. I'd have to see it. But, a lot of them are in like Nevada and like Texas and like these desolate areas, which makes sense. If you're the government and you're going to test like flying vehicles, you're going to want to be away from big cities. You're going to want to be in rural areas. That's why Area 51 is in Nevada. It's clearly a government testing area.
Yeah.
We know that's public knowledge, but there are crazy stories though, and stories I hear, they have good explanations. It's like that's true. Like again, we exist as humans, so you got to think something similar to us exists somewhere else. But the odds of it, based on what we know, how far away shit is, that's so we'll see.
Yeah, I would need some more concrete proof to be like, I'm going to put my name on the line and say they 100% exist. I need a little more proof, or a little more scientific.
Yeah.
Proof.
And the other thing is about your story too is he never saw the aliens. He just remembers getting beamed up.
Aircraft.
He saw the aircraft. He saw. Right. He remembers getting beamed up.
He believed he experienced going into the aircraft.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, actually, I never thought about it that way.
Right. Mm-hmm. Which technically, if you are going to abduct somebody, you don't want them to see you. You don't want them to physically see you. So, like, again, it makes sense that they would not let you see them if they wanted to be secret about it. But the thing is, if they wanted to be secret about it, you wouldn't even realize you were getting beamed up in an alien ship. They would probably want you to just black out. But who knows?
Yeah, you're right. I never thought about it like they could have maybe given you some sort of drug to maybe make you forget, but not actually. It's not actually wiping your mind of it. It's just you're temporarily
out of it. But yeah, I mean, it's cool that there's so much cool stuff. We're gonna have to do multiple episodes on this because there's so much. There's so much juice.
We gotta get a hold of Dan Aykroyd. Drink some vodka and talk about aliens with him.
He's like, yeah, and again, he is a great salesman. He can talk a mile a minute. Everyone knows that. But like, when him explaining stuff, and I'm sure he's been on other shows too. I'm sure.
I'm sure we'll have to look into
anyone who
other
Googles Dan
podcasts
Aykroyd aliens, like you're gonna believe a lot of what he says because he's so.
I would watch that show. Like if he's just talking about aliens, I would watch that.
Yeah, it's great. He's a talented guy, obviously, but he can sell. But it's he's he believes it. And again, obviously, I respect it because people have experiences which I've never had. But yeah, that's kind of the deal there. But
yeah,
it would be awesome. It'd be great to hang out with certain aliens, depending on if they're cool. If the aliens are fun,
hopefully they're cool. Like, I hope they're cool. So, do you have like a fantasy of if you came in contact with an alien, like what would you want to do with them?
So this kind of stems from Star Trek because, well, in Star Trek,
it plants the seed for you, right?
It does. It gives me ideas about aliens just because, Star Trek, of course, there's like multiple bipedal beings on a single ship. They all go to the bar and they like drink with each other.
I love that you call them bipedal, by the way.
Because they have feet.
Is that a Star Trek term?
Well, no. That's just
that's just what they're called. That's what we're called.
Yeah, like because we can walk on two legs, and it's obviously Star Trek. It's a TV show, so they have to cast people. They have to cast people who can walk, and But the thing, realistically, other beings. If we find other life forms on other planets, they're probably not going to have two legs. They might have like 8 legs. They might, because their environment's going to be, they might be like worms instead of like human type. You know what I mean?
Right.
So bipedal is like 2 legs basically. Yeah. But like they drink together, they play games together. So I'm thinking like if there is an alien life, what would be really cool if you go to like an alien casino, like an alien like Las Vegas, right? You go to like an alien Las Vegas, like how good are the margaritas going to be? And like, what are their jacuzzis? What are their hot tubs like? What are their pools like? Mm-hmm. Like an alien hot tub. That sounds pretty fun. As long as it's like not dangerous.
Alien Las Vegas sounds pretty epic.
That would be pretty cool.
I'm
right?
on board for that.
Like
I'm
playing
on
like,
board.
and what kind of casino games do they come? I'm sure there's if there is
especially
a different society.
If they have more. Like if they have 8 or 10 hands, like think of how good at poker they'd be.
They could be
or whatever
really good
games
dealers.
they come up
They would
with.
definitely be good dealers. They can just like easily deal out a hold'em game in 2 seconds. But yeah,
right.
so that's why I want to do like because in Star Trek they talk about like I think it's like Klingon alcohol or like Vulcan alcohol. It's like how wasted can you get off of like Klingon alcohol? Could you hold your weight? Like if you ever drink like alien booze, like alien tequila or like alien vodka,
they might be able to hold their liquor better than you can.
They probably can.
I'm sure. I mean, anybody can.
Oh, that's not right.
I mean, I know I can.
Excuse me. We've both out-held each other on various nights. You have gotten me. You have gotten me a couple nights.
Debatable.
Oh really? Oh really? You seem to have a hard time with high alcohol content beer, and you have to slide that to me. You can't really handle beers.
But see, that's not because I can't drink it. It's just because I don't like to taste of beer after. It's like too carbonated for me after a while. It's not because I can't hold the liquor of it.
Well, then you probably wouldn't be able to handle an alien beer, an alien.
Probably
brew.
not, but I could handle that alien vodka for sure. Like slide over Dan Aykroyd's and the aliens vodka, and I could drink.
Well, you would be
alien vodka sodas till the cows come
You'd be
home.
able to drink Dan Aykroyd's vodka no problem because it's really well made. But yeah, alien it's a whole nother level. But yeah, that would be kind of cool just to like, because that's what I would want to do. Like I'm not into like, it'd be cool to like learn about alien sports. That'd be kind of fun. I wonder, because I'm into sports.
Alien lacrosse, I bet that would be fun to play.
That would be sweet. They have some
with
fun
all their
with
different hands, though.
Alien hockey, alien basketball. I mean, I don't know who. I'm sure if there is life like that, they got something fun like that. But
right,
as long as they're cool, I'll hang out with them, party with them. Alien tacos.
Oh man!
Alien pizza.
Oh,
yeah.
I hadn't thought about
whatever
the food.
they eat. I know.
I bet they have like really good chefs up there.
They probably have like really good like mangoes and like avocado and stuff like their alien fruit.
Alien sushi. Ooh, but see,
you might get schemed off of alien sushi, but yeah, it's probably good.
Yeah. Well, I bet they have their gourmet chefs up there. Maybe not sushi based because they're not near water.
If they had the technology, they probably have some good sushi and good food.
That's true.
But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of like partying and eating really with aliens.
Like
be cool.
Las Vegas in space.
In space, like Alien Vegas. Like that'd be awesome.
That sounds epic.
Everyone would want to go there.
I'm on board. I'm on board. As long, like you said, as long as we're not like put in any danger and they're not abducting us or like we're kidnapped.
No.
Like as long as we can leave when we want.
That's why.
Same with Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's why the Star Trek scenario is like ideal because it's like they all get along. Obviously there's conflict as other societies, but like having people at a bunch of aliens drinking together at a bar, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What do you got? You got some other fantasies you're thinking of?
Well, similar to yours, like mine involves like the high tech aircraft, like this spacecraft. Like I would love to go take like a really extensive tour. Like I'm thinking of it as like a really fancy hotel in the sky, right? Like so I'm envisioning this image of like a big circular aircraft with all like moving sidewalks everywhere and like really sleek high-end hotel with like, you know, alien pools and hot tubs, like almost like a spa castle.
Alien malls.
Spa castle, but in the sky. Like a really fancy spa resort, but that's like cool. In space.
Yeah.
But I would just imagine that they would have like, you know, I mean, of course, I'm sure part of it is osmosis from like, or imagery from movies, right? But like fancy like doors and, you know, just kind of very,
sleek.
Very sleek and like very like fresh. Modern. That's
if
what I'm envisioning.
Advanced, if they're that advanced to have all that stuff, I'm sure it would look like that.
I want to stay at like the Alien Hotel and just like go explore because I imagine they have some cool stuff to do. Like you're saying, like all like fun based things.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hopefully it's not like because there's hopefully they're not a species where they're like want to dominate everything. They're just like barbaric. You know, hopefully they're like there's enough where they want to be chill and hang out. You know,
but yeah, I would
Alien
love
video games.
I would just love to see how their like little universe works, right? Because I imagine in the ship is sort of like a little pod, a little species of unless they're on a trip, right? Unless like if those aliens live on that ship for 100 years or hundreds of years, thousands of years. Like their whole little universe is in this ship. So I'd love to just go exploring.
What if like little alien doggies too, you know?
Whoa.
What if they have cool little pets, you know? I
mean, or like little alien kids. Little alien
kids, yeah, that's the thing. Like if they have another planet too, like I mean Earth, we have so many different types of species and animals and like all that stuff too. Like right.
They might have a whole ecosystem.
That's what I'm saying. That's why like I want it to exist, but like I need to see it. You know, I need to see it.
We need to go to that alien Las Vegas in the sky where I can go explore.
That would be done deal. You know.
I know.
That would be cool.
Maybe we can record a podcast with them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do they do for They got to do something for entertainment.
That's true.
You know?
Well, when I think about that, I always think of Coneheads. And it ties me back to that like arena scene at the end.
Oh, when they battle
when they're battling. So I'm envisioning something like that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, like I said, it would be cool to just see like, you know, what games they play, what kind of fun they have.
Right.
You know, alien golf course, that'd be kind of fun.
I bet they're like really good at swimming because they're just I don't know. I envision like a really like slender.
The stereotypical alien. Like oval head.
Yeah.
Like teardrop head and like thin body, long arms, and actually webbed fingers and hands.
Well, no, not just like very like long and slender. So I just imagine they'd be really good at swimming.
They probably would be sick at swimming. Yeah, they're very they can like wiggle and stuff. They can like
do they have alien Olympics? Like let's go to the alien Olympics.
They probably do. I would imagine if there's a society like ours. Let's say there's like a duplicate society like Earth. You know, same structure. There's like, you know, there's like.
Possible.
I guess like economic structure, like there's different classes of people, like there's going to be entertainment stuff. If it's all one simple basic race, they might not be as entertaining, but if it's like us, they probably have a bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean, because who knows, Netflix and Hulu might not have reached them yet, so they're going to have to be doing something for entertainment.
They probably have their own alien streaming platforms.
I'm sure they do.
You know?
Yeah.
So who knows? But it's really cool to think about. It'd be really amazing.
We could go down the rabbit hole for days.
We're gonna have to come back on alien stuff because there's so many different directions.
Well,
to go
I'd love to talk to someone who's like more of a scientific expert on, like, can give us some more background about, you know, what facts they do have.
Yeah, because the thing is, there are scientists who studied and they've discovered stuff. They're like, this mineral doesn't exist on Earth, and all of a sudden this is only here in this one particular spot. That kind of stuff. There are people who are very intelligent, have degrees, and you know, very bright people, and like they're coming up with stuff. They're like, yeah, this is an element that exists on Earth.
Right.
We don't know what this is, you know. And then there's like the government cover up. They want to be like, we don't know what that is either. Could be very dangerous. Could be like, you know, a virus, which is the last thing we want right now is another virus.
Oh, I bet there's some government cover up. I bet there's a good amount of that.
Yeah.
Just kind of burying it, not letting it bubble up to the newsroom.
Yeah. I mean, other theories that happen too is there's another one I heard that they found this in like South America or something like that, but I forget where in South America, but they found in a very small alien, like the alien's like, like the size of like a sub, like a sandwich basically. But it was an adult. They think it was an adult being, and it just crashed here because it was probably it was dead. It was probably dead, floating in space forever, and it finally reached our atmosphere, and it just like crashed into Earth. Mm-hmm. It could be because that happens too. Like things probably just drift in space. They just float along. They get pushed by whatever momentum and gravity, whatever it is, and the thing just like crashed here. There's theories that like it was dead, it was probably dead in space,
right?
Because handling different atmospheres is another challenge, which is why we have to send satellites everywhere. Mm-hmm. But like that happens too. Things just fall into Earth. They maybe weren't supposed to go there. Maybe they were trying to go to the moon. Maybe they were targeting the moon, and then ended up coming to Earth. Like whatever. There's so many different angles, but it was spooky to see. It's like that could happen. Like something that's not meant to be here just happens to end up here.
Yeah, I mean they got lost. Their alien GPS conked out.
And as we know about the space movies, shit goes wrong in space.
Well, their navigation took them to the wrong place. They got lost in space, so to speak, and they ended up here.
Like you can't call Lyft in space and just get someone there in 5 minutes. It's not
like that. I mean it'll take them hundreds of years to get you.
It's crazy. So yeah,
you're dead in the water, alien.
I know, it's nuts, right? But yeah, I mean, I want them to exist real bad. And if they do exist, I just hope they're really cool. But
yeah, only on the fun side of things. I don't want any I don't want any world domination narratives to come to light.
That would suck. Yeah, if we had to battle some aliens from another planet and they're like technology advanced, that would suck.
Yeah, if there were like a different type of intelligent species that was like
just aggressive
us.
Yeah,
exactly. And they could just like world domination. That would be insane.
Yeah.
So I hope I do not hope for that. I just want, like you said, just pure fun.
Alien Vegas. Alien Vegas is the way to go. Yeah. That would be sweet.
That's great. That's a great image.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Probably just hang out. Hang out with some aliens. Have some alien friends.
Right.
Just,
easygoing. Easygoing aliens. Like the Pats of aliens.
Yeah, an alien version of me. Imagine that. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that would be like, but...
Yeah, I think you would have more than one hand. That way you could eat like multiple slices of pizza at a time.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
I'd probably want that, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny to think about, too. If you had alien abilities, what would you want?
I think I'd love to be able to teleport.
That'd be sick.
Well,
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Where you just like disappear and then you appear in the place you want to be.
Not have to worry about
that's teleport, right?
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I think I would love to do that, and then I would also love to have invisibility as an option,
sneaky.
like be able to just very stealth operation and
just go wherever you want. No one can see you or bother you. Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
What about you? What would you?
No,
want?
I think those are good too. I mean, I've always wanted the ability to fly. That's like superhero stuff.
That's a good one too.
But just being able to fly. I mean, obviously, it's like Superman is like he comes from another planet. He comes here and he can obviously do a bunch of amazing things. But that would be kind of neat to have that ability to fly. That would be sweet.
That would be.
I mean, teleporting would be like so much easier. But I feel like flying is more fun.
No,
teleporting is kind of boring after a while. It's like boom, boom.
Flying is right up there.
Yeah.
I mean. That's amazing. I would love to do that.
And then obviously he has the Superman. He has like they call it alien strength. So it's like the gravity on where he's from is harsher or whatever. I don't know. It's well thought of. So, but yeah, that'd be really cool. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So we have to make more alien episodes. Clearly, there's so much to stem from.
We're gonna circle back to this.
Yeah.
But we do have some trivia to close out our episode today.
Yes, we do.
So we're going to revive our game of Stump the Kronk, and Stump the Bro.
That's right.
And, yep, it's 50-50. So, quick trivia round, and we'll see who wins. And are we putting any stakes on this game today?
I guess we can.
Got anything good for me?
I'm trying to think of steaks for now. Man. Oh, man, I should have thought of this beforehand.
I know. Well, if we don't have anything juicy, we can just have bragging rights for this week.
We'll have stump bragging rights for now, and I guess we can we'll just pick dinner someplace, something like that. Winner pick dinner or something like that.
We'll circle back to something really evil.
Yeah, we'll get something epic later.
Really evil.
So you want to go first?
Sure.
Let's try to stump the bro.
I'm going to try to stump you, bro.
All right, bro.
Okay, so with our alien theme, my question to you is, when was the first alien sighting in the United States? Was it in 1639 in Massachusetts by the Massachusetts Bay Colony Governor John Winthrop? Or was it in World War II by a pilot in World War II?
Oh, my God.
Okay, so pretty big time difference here
in terms
of when that first alien sighting occurred.
But the thing that's weird is that you were very descriptive about your first answer. You had like a whole organization and name and all that stuff. And then you just go a World War II pilot for the other one. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to go World War II pilot. It was the first sighting.
Oh, man, you sniffed me out, but you got it wrong. It's 1639, John Winthrop in his diary.
Oh, my God. Should have figured aliens would have been spotted before the World War II.
Man, you got me good there, though, because I was sweating. Because, honestly, I should have been as descriptive with the other one, clearly.
But I was worried. That's why, that actually worked in your favor, because I was like, she's going into detail about it. She wants me to focus on that one. Man, I overthink myself. I can't believe I thought that too. World War II. It's definitely not the first alien sighting. I'm an idiot. Good job, Kronk.
It was in his diary entry that he saw something suspicious in the sky. So all the things I read was quantifying that as the first alien sighting in the U.S.
Man, all right. Good job, Kronk.
Oh, man. Clearly I have to go...
You distracted me very good.
I got to go into detail here.
Yeah, but that worked out for you.
Equal amount of detail to not throw you off the scent.
That just worked out for you, though, honestly. I should have figured the first was before World War II was like 1945. Of course,
that was your instinct. The detail, I could tell that was your instinct initially.
I should have... Yeah, well... Damn, good job, Kronk.
You're lucky that there are no stakes, so I just get to brag.
Thank God, no stakes. That was a stupid answer by me. I should have figured that. All else I've ever heard about alien stories, too, I should have... That was dumb. Oh, I slicked away with that. I'm very lucky, too.
You're very lucky there are no stakes.
As dumb as that was, I'm very lucky.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
super lucky. All right, what do you got for me?
All right, so to stump the Kronk, this is a good toss-up. This is a good 50-50. So, which celebrity rock band... frontman is an avid believer in aliens.
Okay,
here are your choices. One. I think this is a good toss up. I think pretty even. So, the frontman for Blink-182, Tom DeLonge, or the frontman for Smash Mouth, Steve Harwell.
Ooh.
Very 90s band choices here.
Very 90s.
But good toss-up. They both kind of have like a funky sound. They both have like a weird,
It really could go either way. Because, they're both alternative in a lot of ways. Okay, I'm going to go with Smash Mouth.
Yes, I got the Kronk stumped. I got her. All right, good. So that was easy. So we both stumped each other.
Dang.
Nice.
It's Blink-182.
Yep, Tom DeLonge, Blink-182. He's apparently, from what I gathered on my internet research, my internet facts.
Yes, very thorough.
He's very adamant about aliens. He's read over 200 books about aliens.
Whoa.
So he's clearly passionate about it. Now, to be fair, I don't necessarily... I'm actually glad we didn't have a punishment on this, because I don't actually know Steve Harwell's position on aliens. But for the sake
threw it in.
For the sake of the trivia question, I wanted to throw you off. So, so for the sake of trivia, I just included that. But I mean, it doesn't sound like Steve Harwell of Smash Mouth is into aliens as Tom DeLonge. But he's an avid believer in aliens, and he's read a lot of books, and so
Wow. Yeah, I really could have seen it going either way.
Oh, of course.
Just in terms of their style and their aesthetic.
That alternative, they got kind of trippy songs sometimes, weird sounds. So, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there are like straight-laced people too that also fervently believe in aliens too. I think you can't exactly like judge someone based on like how they dress. Like, oh, that person believes in aliens.
Yeah.
You know, so it could really go either way.
Could go either way. Yeah. Oh, if you see an alien T-shirt, you know, they're probably good chances they believe in it, or you know.
I know.
But yeah, I got alien stuff all over the place. But yeah, so well, yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to get like we're gonna have to go on specific alien episodes, like
we're gonna
alien encounters.
I really think we're gonna circle back to this.
We have to.
Yeah.
There's so much.
Well,
so much stuff here.
If you're an alien expert, feel free to reach out to us on our contact form on our website.
We gotta get some alien guests on. Some alien. I'd love to have an alien guest on.
Like alien
specialists.
Guest.
Alien specialists.
Yes. Alien expert. We want to hear from you, and
that'd be really
cool.
Let's
dive in further. That'd be fun.
Yeah. So we both got stumped.
We
both stumped each other. It was well played.
We're lucky. We're lucky today.
No stakes.
Nope.
Yeah.
We don't have to go like stand in a field and wait for the aliens to arrive.
Man, I wonder what alien trivia is like. Alien games.
Like alien game night up in
I wonder
space?
if aliens are watching us and they're like quizzing us about humans. Like, you know, why do humans do this?
Oh, I bet.
They're like, who knows? If they're watching us, they're playing games about us.
Why do humans shave their chest hair?
Yeah, that's true too.
They're probably like,
what is this bizarre behavior? It's fascinating.
I envision a very like sleek alien. They're fully hairless because they're bald.
They're
right?
probably aerodynamic, whatever they in their
they
ships.
Fly.
Yeah, they're like, why do humans like, you know, do a million things that they do? Why do they have these crazy cars that just like spew gas everywhere? Like, you know, why don't they fly around like us? You know,
so inefficient, those cars.
Yeah, we are unique creatures though too.
We are. We bring a lot to the table too.
Yeah, I think we're a pretty cool species. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, but yeah, one day, who knows? Maybe I'll get abducted and then I can come back on another episode.
No, don't get abducted.
Just for like a night, just to like hang out with them for a night, and then I can come back and tell a story.
As long as you're not in danger.
No,
I don't want you to be in danger. And
I think once they figure out that I'm
the abduction,
not that they would abduct me, they'd be like, okay, we'll abduct a mediocrely intelligent species of life. Then maybe they'd go for me, but you know, I don't think I'm that interested. If they abducted me, they're like, well, this guy is kind of one of these party species. He's one of these like fun species. He's not like, you know, he's non-threatening.
He's only here for the Las Vegas trip.
Yeah. I wouldn't be like, if I got abducted, I mean, of course it would freak me out probably, but then eventually I'd be like, this is actually pretty cool. I think it would sink in that I'd be like, this is actually pretty cool getting abducted. But I don't know. Hopefully it's a cool experience if it happens.
I hope so.
And then I have alien friends, you know, then I can call on my alien phone to call them up.
Right. Yo, where you at?
Yeah.
Come pick me up.
Yeah, pick me up. You can teleport here. Just pick me up, and we'll go to Alien Vegas.
Yo, my lift is not showing up. Can you come get me?
That would be sweet. That'd be sweet. We'd go together. We'd have date night with a couple of alien couples. You know,
I love
that'd be cool.
Alien date night.
Yeah,
I know.
Why not?
Let them cook for us for a change. Yeah,
I'm sure.
into it.
I'm sure they got.
I'm so curious what their cuisine is like.
I know. The alien Italian food is probably bomb. You know.
Yeah, or some other kind of food they have up there, made with space food.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man, space flavor is probably really good. Alien flavors, depending on what it is.
I bet they have their good chefs up there.
Yeah.
In this modern, sleek spaceship that I'm envisioning.
It'd be awesome. It'd be pretty awesome. As long as they have like hot tubs and stuff on board the spaceship.
Oh.
Otherwise, alien yachts.
I'm teleporting back. If there's not,
That's true.
If there's not a space hot tub, I'm out.
Of course, you teleport back. It's got to be a sleek alien yacht, you know, type spaceship.
As long as we can leave whenever we want.
Yeah,
we're not. Like,
yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's arrange this alien date night, and we'll go from there.
Couples night, you know.
Yeah. With our new alien friends.
This is ridiculous. That's so funny. Yeah. Well, all right, everyone. We're going to have to touch on this again.
We will.
But thank you for watching.
But thanks for coming along for the ride.
Yeah,
and
it's weird.
Tune in next week for a new episode.
Yes. All right. Thank you, guys. Take care.
Kronk and the Bro is produced in partnership by House of Kronk and Young Hall. This episode is edited and mixed by Sarah Kronk. If you like what you heard, please subscribe and follow us on social media at Kronk and the Bro. Thanks for listening.